Hey everyone, Maria here, and this is my market update for August 2019. At the end, I would like to show you how the high-end market doing because it's starting to change a little bit, which is the good news for the whole market in general. Let's have a look. January through the end of July, you can see we started at about 1,100 sales. Of course, as always, creeps up in February as it does when we move into the spring. Went up in March, went up in April, went way up in May. By the way, May is the best month we've had so far this year at 2,638 sales, down to 2,000 sales in June, but look at this, up to 2,557 sales in the month of July. So, if you look at it, May and July weren't that far off, and that is a little bit unusual because typically May is the strongest market, then June comes a little bit down, and July comes a little bit down even more because it is the summer. But in this case, we are up by 23% in July over the month of June. What's happening with the inventory? We started with about 11,000 listings. They start to creep up as they do as we move into the spring. We got to May, the strongest sales month. We had 14,000 listings. Then we went to almost 15,000 in June, and then we were below that what we had in May at 14,240. That is not unusual because many sellers, they don't put their homes for sale in the month of July or August. What does that do to the month of inventory? If our active listings are way down and our sales are way up, the month of inventory is going to reduce. So again, how do I get the month of inventory? I take the number of active listings, divide into the sales and get the months of inventory. And we remember that 4 to 6 months is balanced market, below 4 months it is seller's market, and everything above 6 months of inventory, it is buyer's market. Look where we started the year, almost 10 months of inventory, very strong buyer's market. Went to 7.8, 7.4, 7.8, no big difference here, still in buyer market territory. But look at this, went to 5.6, which has moved into balanced market, back up to 7.2 and back to 5.6 in the month of July. So right now we are sitting in more of a balanced market. The beginning price was $1 million and right now it is $995,000. But how does this compare to the same period last year? Let's have a look. We did 2,070 sales in 2018. We did 2,560 roughly, which is up by 23.5%. So not only we were up over June, we are up substantially over July of last year. Prices started at $1 million 0.09 and we are down to 995,000. Second month we've been below 1 million. That's down by 8.5%. But this is very cool here. Have a look at this graph. So this is your month of inventory. The white line is for 2019. You can see months of inventory. We started at 10 months, then went down, then we flattened out, down a little bit, up slightly, and then down in July. But here is what's really cool. Look where we crossed the 2018 line. So all of a sudden, we are starting to move below 2018 for the first time this year. This is very good news because I suspect we are at 5.6 months of inventory this year, 5.9 last year. And I think we will start to see it creep down a little bit more and probably come in maybe right around 2017 at 3.5 months of inventory, or maybe just above that. But that's just a prediction. But that is why I'm predicting this. Let's look into West Vancouver market. West Vancouver market is the most expensive market in the whole Canada. 2018 they had 32 sales, 2019 they did 43, up by 34%. What about inventory? It was 576, 517. 10%. 18 months of inventory 1 year ago, 18 months. We are down to 12. You know, you can see that prices are off by about 10%. But here is why I love those numbers. Because if you look into the market affected by foreign buyers tax, speculation tax, mortgage rate increases, and other economic factors, the first market to suffer is the high-end market because there are less buyers for that type of property. And the last market to come back is also a high-end market. But what's happening right now, we're seeing the market is improving, even in the high-end market. Let's have a look in North Vancouver. 51 sales last year, 76 this year. Our sales were up by 49%. This is huge number. 425 inventory, 379. Inventory went down. 8.3 months of inventory last year, 5 months of inventory this year. Prices are off by 10%. When you see the high-end market is starting to recover, that generally means that the rest of the market will probably recover stronger because inexpensive properties will recover first. The low-end market will recover first. At the end of the day, remember everybody, life is a beautiful thing. Make it count.